Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Let's try it again. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. It's good to see each and every one that is here. May y'all continually bless us. It's good to be back on the air. We did broadcast last week because our youth, and then we wanted to put on added pressure on them, so we didn't podcast. We welcome you back in, and I'll take this time to welcome in all our listeners, those that's in Israel, those that's in Canada, those that's in Sierra Leone, India, USA, and wherever you might be picking us up on the internet. Enter into our house, where our motto is, come one, come all, let us build our future upon the foundation of peace and love. Shalom ve'ahava. And when we learn how to live and tell you what, from the news and everything, it don't look like we quite got there yet. No. So blessed are those that got to have all this other stuff, everything there. You just step out from being able to remain in God's kingdom, because He's going to gather out all that are friends and can't fit in and discard it. And so you might think it's the right thing to do. You might think that we were being pushed over. The one that had the final say, so you just sit in your doom with Him. Therefore, let us learn to follow through those things, that it might be well with us. All right, so let's get our tally talks. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitzenu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu la'achit v'tzivit. Bless the Lord our God, King of the universe, that sanctify the commandments and commandments concerning wrapping ourselves in tzitzit. When I rest the thing, you should be near a songbook at this particular time, or a piece of paper that has been given to you of the proceedings. Women are 19 and up, men are 19 and up, youth is 12 to 18, and all is all who can read. I was glad when they said unto me, let us go into the house of Yah. Women,
come, my spirit, Yah. Stop the churning inside of me, caused by the rush of getting everyone fed and here on time. Quiet my confusion, Yah. In all the tension of getting here, I know I made the effort because I really do need you. Yah, speak to me.
Thankful unto Him and bless His name, for the Lord is good. Men, I am thankful, Yah, for what we have. But this week has been so hectic. And it seems that no matter how hard I work and how well I plan, there's always something I didn't plan on. And there isn't enough time to go around. Forgive me, Yah, for letting worry get into my gratitude. You are good to us, Yah. Make a joy. Yah is my shepherd, I shall not want. He made me to lie down in green pastures. He restores my soul. All. Restore my soul, O Yah, and renew a right spirit within me. Cast me not away from your presence, and take not your Holy Spirit from me. Restore to me the joy of your salvation, and uphold me with your free spirit. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
As you now turn and face the holy city in this direction here, follow into fill out in prayer the Kohen Baraka and the Shema in Hebrew. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Bless you, Lord, our God, King and Ruler of the universe. Father, we come here today. Thank you for health and strength. Thank you for each and every one that is here. Asking that you would watch over, lead, guide, and protect each and every one of us. Give us that special blessing. We look unto you for our healing, whether it is spiritual healing or physical healing, or whether we're in need of both physical and spiritual healing. We ask also that you would remember the sick that is among us and give a full recovery to them, that we might all go forth showing forth your saving help. We also ask that you would want to take this time to thank you for those of whom we have been praying for. They're on their way to recovery. We ask that you would continue to bless us and carry us forth, that we might be in full power, because it's tough when our bodies are not in good feelings and all those things there to worship and to follow through as we should. We also thank you for sending your son. Thank you for the fact that he did not faint, didn't give up on us,
Didn't give up.
going all the way, even to the shed of his blood, that we might have an opportunity to enter into the glorious promises and plans that you have for those that love you and keep your commandments. We pray for the PCL Jerusalem. We ask you to bless and prosper her. Keep our leaders strong. Keep our sisters and brothers safe here, as well as us safe here. Bless my mouth. Bless our ears. Those things that you said, what you want me to say, that we might add to our knowledge, and be not amongst your people that perish for lack of knowledge, not knowing what you're doing in these last days. Continue to bless us. We go further in this service. All these blessings I ask in thy son's name, Yeshua HaMashiach, the man whose name is the branch. Amen.
Amen.
At this particular time, you should be near a Bible, preferably the complete Jewish Bible for our Kohen Baraka, which you found on page 153. I think that's page 4 in the, okay. In your booklets there. First, then you can read or quote the 24th through the 27th verse together. Speak to Aaron and his sons and tell them that this is how you are to bless the people of Israel. You are to say unto them all together, Yivarekah Adonai v'yish Baraka. May Adonai bless you and keep you. Yahweh Adonai Panah Ileka Abikikunaka. May Adonai make his face shine on you and show you his favor. Yisa Adonai Panah Ileka Ve'yasim Shalom. May Adonai lift up his face towards you and give you peace. In this way, they are to put my name on the people of Israel, so that I will bless them. The Shema, Hebrew. Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kivod, Malachuto, Leolam, Vayed, Ve'amata, Yekalvasha, Ukamashika. 4 in the complete, which is Deuteronomy, the 6th chapter, 4th to the 9th verse. I'll be what we'll be reading. The first 2 verses, 4 and 5, is what we said in the Ivrit, not the Hebrew. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Hear Israel, Adonai God, Adonai is one. And you will love Adonai God with all your heart, all your being, and all your resources. These words that I'm ordering you today are to be on your heart, and you are to teach them carefully to your children. You are to talk about them when you sit at home, when you're on the road, when you lie down, and when you get up. Tie them on your hands as they sign. Put them at the front around your forehead, and write them on the door frames of your house in the complete say concerning the same subject. One of the Torah teachers came up and heard them engage in this discussion. Seeing that they should answer them well, he asked him,
Which is the most important mitzvah of them all?
Yeshua answered, the most important is Shema Israel Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. And you are to love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your understanding, and with all your strength. The second is this: you are to love your neighbor as your. Hallelujah! 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 Okay, you should be able to receive song at this particular time. If not, the urge will see to it. Song is "No in the Middle." We're gonna find out today and all those things there. Don't nobody want that.
Nobody wants to have stuff.
That's right. That's why the Bible said the double-minded man is stable in his own way.
All this way.
Yes, yes. You don't know. You don't know what's going on. You can't count on nothing. So all these things are true, and God is no different from those things there. So we have to go forth. But you know, a lot of people get by with all these things there because they got their own gods and they got their own definition, they got their own criteria and everything. And so, you know, they don't have to worry about those things. But yet still there is a true God and there's only one. Okay? And he has a name. And we go to Psalm 68:4, and he tells us what that name is. He knows his name. Just like we know our name and we like that. You know. So is he. Psalm 68:4 says, sing to God, sing praises to his name, extol him who rides on the clouds by his name, Yah, and be glad in his presence. He liked the name Yah. I like the name Yah. If you choose not to do those things there, that's your choice. But the enemy has been able to get into all these other names. See? And they get pronounced so many other different ways and everything there. And we want unity.
Amen.
So, and that was one of the things that we decided on wanting to get some unity in there because everybody said if you holler some other name, people want to, what are you talking about? See? And so you just got to get used to all these different names and all that. You know, why can't we just get used to saying the one name? And that's one thing I used to say. You get Rabbi Divine, you know, out in Mississippi, you know, we recognize the devil's problem there, so we got to come up with something. So we go on the plane, praise the mighty Yah, and that caught on, and we like that. And then right there in the scriptures there, he says, you know, by his name Yah.
Amen.
Yeah, I know it's Ron Canoli. He's I seen a song that he's singing. I think Yahweh online.
Oh,
Yeah, Ron Canoli.
Ron Canoli got this
I
song
said,
right.
okay.
Yahuwah.
Yeah, Yahweh.
Yeah. But they still use Yah to fun.
So I don't know.
you know, people are slowly, the truth is slowly coming around and coming about, you know, and those things there. And a lot of more folks now are beginning to come into the light and to doing those things there. Just hanging in there, just sort of like Jerusalem, you know. When we first started out in the 60s and stuff like that there, man. Well, more that earlier than that because of the fact that the apostle, Ellen Mansfield, was saying those things there. Then in 1967, you know, of course, we know what happened in the 6-Day War there. And Jerusalem caught on for a while and then he quickly died out. People get over stuff quick, you know. And but they right back going to heaven and New Jerusalem and everything else except Jerusalem that's there and the daughter. And but now people are coming to that realization and they're coming to the truth. You know, just as he said, people are going to come to the point of understanding and appreciating the fact of what brings Jerusalem because we've been holding true all along, to it. Everybody else wanted to go there. They said, oh, we ain't worried about no Jerusalem over there. So we going to heaven, we going to the New Jerusalem. Everybody was all about New Jerusalem, New Jerusalem. See, but God has some big finished business, see, with his choice, where he placed his name at.
That's right.
See, he has some finished business.
Amen.
And he told his certain
Amen.
followers and believers, don't give him no rest.
Mhm.
Ain't that what he said?
Hallelujah.
Did he make Jerusalem?
Till he made Jerusalem.
Right?
Who gonna do it? Yeah.
That's right.
Right now.
And I'm gonna be right there with him.
That's right.
Cause that's the win inside.
Well, what does it mean when it says don't give him no rest? Always pray for the peace of you.
Yes.
All right.
Loving her. Speaking up about her.
Have it constantly on your mind.
We say that all the time here.
Yes, we do.
See? If I forget thee,
Jerusalem.
let what happen?
My right hand, get a cunning.
Do you know what that means? See, a lot of folks that say these verses don't even know what they're saying.
Always say when your right hand be cut off, and then make my mouth.
And if that ain't bad enough, see? Let the tongue cleave to the roof of your mouth. You know what that means,
Not
don't
Jerusalem.
Death sentence.
Huh?
Death sentence.
That's what you say? Yep. That tongue cleave to the roof of your mouth?
Okay.
You're gone.
That's it. That's right. All
And
the
his
talk,
esophagus is closed off?
can't talk, no.
Of course not. I guess they can feed you
Intravenous.
through a feeding tube.
I could too.
Huh?
I could too.
Yeah, right.
I can intubate. I know how to intubate.
That's no way to live, I tell you.
But that ain't that right.
No way to live.
So with nevertheless, that was sure death at that time before they came in with these things here, and so of course that's what it's all about. And it's our job to present those things, and we were presenting those things when it wasn't popular, and all that. And people thought, see, he was crazy. Matter of fact,
My grandson had it 42 years ago yesterday. He had paws all in his vocal cord and stuff.
yeah.
Wonderful that
So we see that these are things that you're asking, if we don't make that choice, and why do we make that choice? Why? I can tell you why I made the choice. I can't speak for you, but I can speak for myself. I know why I made it.
Why you made it?
I made it because God's choice.
Right.
Exactly.
His love.
That's right. I think I can't go wrong loving what he loves.
That's right.
I can't, man. Because
Well, you can go wrong with hating what he loves to. You can go wrong to hate what he loves.
well, that's obvious.
Yeah, you should know that.
Yeah, that's obvious.
There's some
Yeah.
people that hate what she loves.
Yeah.
What he loves. And that's the wrong part of it about Israel.
That's why I'm gonna love what he loves. That way I won't. He ain't gonna get in there.
Talking about they ain't Jerusalem there, is that somewhere else?
See, that's what the enemy comes along
Yeah.
to kill that.
That's right.
Well, they doing that because the they saying K's are that Jerusalem. So
Right.
They want
That's
to
not the
claim
real
another
Jerusalem,
one.
they say.
Yeah. And people let hatred and all that there go, whatever they think and all those things. Yeah, that makes sense and all that. Yeah. No, right. I know better. We know better. God is proof of those things here. Archaeology is proving out more and more that that's true. And let me tell you something. people might be crazy and all that, but they ain't that crazy at all. And if all those years they've been fighting over there, gonna play over there and everything there, and that's the wrong spot.
They're not gonna fight for the wrong spot with it.
I think they're wise enough to get better sense than that tell you know. Therefore, you want to believe something different, and like there are people that do, and you just gonna be completely out of step.
So have they occupied the real Jerusalem now?
Talking about Tell Rock.
Yeah, have they
No, it's
occupied
still a
that?
desert place.
Shut up, then. If they don't believe what they preaching, leave it alone.
Yeah. Well, he blamed that on the he's blaming that on the Khazars too. I've seen a place where they live. This guy he go down there. He go down there down to Telerock whenever he want to. He been down there before and all that stuff there. And I don't see him building up nothing down there.
Right. So he's still living in what, Chicago or New York?
No, he lives there.
He lives there. That's what I was saying. You live there.
Yeah, he lives there, but he don't have, he ain't no city built there. He got a little farm out of town with his 5 wives.
So no one joined.
Yeah, they got some groups from Chicago that joined him.
Oh, okay.
But city like Jerusalem. No gardens, no nothing. Desert.
Yeah. It ain't caught on yet. So maybe they waiting for their time for it to come. That's why I say a lot of people gonna miss out on timing,
Yeah.
not knowing got the right time.
Yeah.
But that's what they say about us, so we'll have to see. It's like these other folks got their gods, and they say that their gods are gonna prevail and their gods gonna do this. Time will tell whose God's gonna win out. But I think we got the right God.
Amen.
Oh, yeah.
See, and who is this God we're talking about? We go to the 8th verse, then he tells us. See, the earth quaked and rain poured from the sky at the presence of God. Even Sinai shook at the presence of God. Whole mountain range, see, shook. The God of Israel. And if your God is not the God of Israel, you are worshiping and serving a false and idol God, and you will perish with your God. Which is right, You should stick with your God, no single one you really. But hey, if you got the wrong one, you just in trouble. The Egyptians, they stuck with their God. You just happen to have the wrong.
The wrong God.
Right. And therefore, we need to get our act together. We need to get those things together so we can come on a winning side. And that's what I want folks to do. That's what I made decision. I want to be on the winning side. It had nothing to do with, even before I knew anything about me being an Israelite, anything I knew anything about color issue and all this stuff here that these people now are going crazy over. I saw in the Bible that where God favored Israel.
Amen.
And that was good enough for me. And when they tell me, well, the Israel, them Jews and stuff, they just color that didn't make no difference with me. That didn't bother me not one bit. If they got it going on, I want to be a part. That was my attitude.
It's all about getting eternal life.
Uh-huh.
It's all about getting eternal life.
That's exactly right. You care about who I have to be with, And if you do that way, you're in trouble. God is not gonna have us around there with attitudes and all that stuff. And God is not gonna walk around on shells.
Amen.
That's one of the things why our apostle, Benny Maxfield, that's why we built this place.
Amen.
That's one of the reasons why he built this place.
Amen.
He said, I want to play, because he was tired of going to places where he had to walk on shells.
That's right.
Y'all know what I mean when they say walk on shells, right? That's a cliche statement. Yeah, have to be careful what you say.
Yeah, be careful. Yeah.
Scared to say this, oh, Paul, come on, Paul, come on. And they be giving me the sign, put him a coat there down there.
I've been there, done.
He said he got tired of going in there, got tired of that, so he got to say, hey, give me a place, give me a place, and where the truth can be spoken. Now, if you come under, you ain't speaking the truth, now you gonna be walking on the eggshells.
And be to a place where I can praise.
There you go.
What I want, a place where I can praise.
You see, and that's what this place is all about. Never let people tell you the place don't count.
Yes, it does. Oh, yes, it does.
It counts spiritually as well as physically. How'd y'all like to be outside out there and the heat ain't on? I mean, it looks pretty nice out there and everything.
It's kind of cool out there.
So stop letting people dog about talking about the place. Yeah, the place ain't that. Yes, it is important. If you don't think so, let it get 10 degrees outside out there. But I wish you God just right now. See if you can do it out there in 10 degrees weather. Brother, go on. How you doing out there, brother? Well, it's nice and toasty in here. Hey, he's going and all that's in the place. Let's wake up and use some sense. You know, people are too long people been driving us all this crazy and bad stuff. This is what the Mashiach said. He even rail on the Jews because for they mistaken the thing. He said, yeah, y'all all talk about the gold in the place, but you don't give no credit to the places housing the gold. That's where I get that pretense from. That's why I'm talking from like I'm saying. That's where I get it from the Mashiach. He said, what good is all the gold you haul about it if you ain't got a Chevy place that can't keep it? That's why they got Fort Knox down there.
That's right. Up there.
What's different about Fort Knox?
They got an army, standing army around it. They have a gate that goes around it.
It's
Got
built,
fortified building.
it's
they
built
got
that can't
fortified-
nobody break into it.
Yeah, no. Got their own army.
And that's the surrounding, and that's what surrounded it. That's what makes it so popular.
That's right.
Let's lose a little common sense, you know. I heard people come up and tell me, oh, well, it ain't the place, it ain't the place, you know.
Oh, yeah.
We God's sanctuary and all. Yes, that's true. We're God's temple. Yes. But keep it in the realm of what he's talking about. See? And we don't have to disperse down something, you know, to uplift stuff. Everything has its own prestige.
Amen.
You're not here 24/7. But that body that you talk about, you in that 24/7. How well are you keeping that up?
Oh, yeah.
How well are we doing that 24/7? There ain't nobody around. I ain't no church around. I ain't gonna let my hair down now. I'm out. I do what I want. I talk in the kind of way I want to do. No, that's what you need to be worried about. But, you know, nevertheless, The God of Israel. That's the one that we better be getting acquainted with. See? And like I said, before I even knew anything about it, when they were telling me it's some other color and all that stuff there, that didn't make no difference in all that there. Because I read in this Bible there, them folks has got a special connection.
Forever,
Have you read that in there?
forever.
What advantage do Israel have?
Every advantage.
Every advantage. And I still get that attitude.
I got every advantage.
And lo and behold, when I found out that I'm part of that and everything, that didn't change it, that didn't force it more. And I had the same attitude about other folks as I did when I thought I was among the other folks. And what was that? I want to be a part.
Right.
Well, I'm going to turn around and tell you, you can't be a part. I'll be going against my own self, and I ain't going to do that.
Amen.
I said, whatever it takes, I'm gonna get with them folks. I'm gonna get with this plan here, because this plan here sounds good.
Eternal.
That's it. That's it. After all, it is Yah that established all these things.
Amen.
See? And He have not given me that authority to tell somebody they ain't qualified and they can't do this here because of their color, because of their size. But who is,
That's right.
if you don't, you might find yourself up against God's plan, thinking that you is God's plan. See? Isaiah 43, 10 through 11. Our folks get it wrong, and the prophet had to come along and tell them straight. So it's easier for us to get things wrong and get the wrong idea. That's why we need to keep ourselves open for correction.
Amen.
See?
Amen.
Isaiah 43, 10 through 12 says, you are my witnesses, Adonai, and my servant whom I have chosen. So trust me, not trust yourself, not to count on all how much money you can make, and not to do all of things, but to know and trust me and understand that I am He. What you mean by that? That's my belief. That's what because I don't have no time. See? Yes, I am Adonai. I'm the owner. He said, no deliverer. I have declared, said, and proclaimed, not some alien God among you. Therefore, you are my witnesses, Adonai. I am God. Is that too much for us to ask? Is that too much for him to require of us? But let me tell you something. There's a big a true Israelite. Why did I say true Israelite?
And they're hard, but different race.
I'm gonna say this to him. There were Israelites that was Israelites by blood and by color. And God kicked them out of the land and told them that they wasn't qualified to stay in it. Right?
Right?
He said, therefore your house is left unto you desolate. You ain't qualified. You're not. That's what I mean by, the true Israelites. Those that are qualified to stay in the land. those that stay in God's favor. Because he got a whole bunch of disobedient children. See? You just happen to be, oh, I'm just a child. No. I want to be a certain group of his children. Those that are worthy to stay in the land. Because, and this land, I'm talking about the whole earth. Now, and if you ain't worthy to be that there, you're going to be classed as the unrighteous, the wicked, and the sinner. And they are all going to be rooted out of the earth. That's my Bible tells me.
Yeah.
So I'm saying the true ones is the ones that's going to fall into the land. There are some children come from the same parents, get the same parents and everything. You say, man, I wish he'd never been born. And then there's something, I'm glad I got my children. I've heard people say that about the. Now, what made the difference? The way they acted, because it wasn't their blood. You know, steady in trouble, steady bringing on the bottom, and say, oh man, you was wasting my time.
Wow.
Yeah. I've been about it off, you never been born.
Wow.
And then again, they got some, hey, that's my daughter, that's my son. No, they was hollering and everybody running. And then it was naming off stuff about that, and so on, naming all that. Boy, oh, that's my baby, that's my kid, oh, that's my boy. Everybody, they just hollered everything here. And get up one end. Yeah, I talked about him and said, you could hear a pin dropping there, cushion beat the floor. Ain't nobody hollering nothing.
Right.
And we know his parents was there. But it wasn't a thing of honor. It didn't come out. You know, because a lot of that stuff is lies. Isaiah 44:6-8. Thus says Adonai, Israel's king and redeemer. Adonai Zevaot. Besides me, there is no God. Let that settle out. Who is like me? Let him speak out. Let him show me clearly what has been happening since I set up the eternal people. Let that set up for a while. You want to be a part of the eternal people? You can't believe in and everything. You can't go by all doctrines. Let him foretell future signs and events. Don't be frightened. Don't be afraid. Did I tell you this long ago? I foretold it, and you are my witnesses. Is there any God besides me? Israel, is there any God beside our God?
No, I know not any.
Israel, is there any God beside our God?
No, I know not any.
He said, is there any God besides me? He said, there is no other rock. I know of none. And if our God don't know of any, what in the world we doing running around here joining the Trinitarians and the dualists and all that other, believing in other gods? Somewhere we done missed the mark. Somewhere we done listened to the wrong voice. And that's all it takes to separate us from our true God, if you ever been with him. A lot of these folks hollering something they ain't never been with. Ooh, I got to get back with God. What you talking about? Get back with God. As our apostle used to tell me, no. You got to get with God. Not talking about, I got to get back with God. I got to start going to church more on Sunday and everything.
We were so religious, weren't we?
Huh?
We were so religious.
Oh, yeah.
So you can't really tell a person, mommy, you need to go to church. You just can't really just say, go to church,
No,
because the first thing on their mind is what they were raised up in.
Exactly.
You gotta tell them, man, you need to start keeping the truth.
That's it.
You know, that means the Sabbath.
That's it.
So,
And like I said, we got to stop being so skittish about it. You know, like at least I was at the one time. You know, I can't tell people like that. You know, cause they be saying, "Oh, you just want to build your place. You just want somebody to come over to your." Y'all put me about that good, man. Look at that. I throw it on him. I said, "You might have right."
yes.
I said, "You might have right. That's exactly what I want." You know, you got to have some pressure. You got to have some unprovided. You got to have. So I told you might have right. That's exactly what I want. And if I thought there was a better place than that, I'd be over there.
That's right.
So why not? And if you want to do the truth, you do it too. But I ain't got to go to your place. I can get the truth anywhere I want it. And
You can't get it.
wrong attitude. Wrong attitude.
And it's not true anyway.
That's right. And it's going to make it hard for them.
So when the root is something, that's the root.
So we got to have a whole different change of attitudes and everything now.
Amen. And wake up.
Well, people have been misled and taught about Jesus. They've been misled and taught about the Christian era. And therefore, that has prevailed and got people all messed up. We go to John 5:30. And people fail to believe what the Mashiach said about himself. And they're going to have to face him.
Amen.
See? John 5:30 says, "I can't do a thing on my own. As I hear, I judge. And my judgment is right because I don't seek my own desire, but the desire of the one who sent me." What is our attitude? Oh, let me do what I want to do. Huh? I can't do how I want to do it. I don't want nothing to do with it. I'm going to a place where I can do what I want to do and have my way and all that there. And then you say that you follow the Mashiach and you got the attitude of the Mashiach. You got the mind of the Mashiach. Do that sound like a person that got the mind of the Mashiach? I'm just asking. Maybe I'm looking at this thing wrong. What do you think? What I just got through saying, do that sound like one that has the attitude that the Mashiach had?
No.
But I tell you, I run to a lot of people who got that attitude. But he just got to plainly says, I'm here to do what the sender told me to do. And not necessarily everything agrees with what I agree with. But that don't count. But there are people that, hey, they every feeling and everything counts, and they'll let you know. You can't do it this way here. Hey, no, it's gonna be. Like I told you, I had one friend of mine, CB friend of mine. He was talking. He told me, and I done told Reverend so-and-so, and I was at church, he went down. I done told Reverend so-and-so, you get on a certain subject and everything. I told him, you don't get on that stuff, talk about that thing, you know. Because after all, I paid too much money there. And if we do all that stuff there, I won't be dropping all that money in there and everything now. Then he said, I'm going to be over there to visit you. And I said, no, don't come over there. I told you, because you come over with that attitude thinking that your money is going to get you somewhere, and your money is going to be the criteria, you're going to get a big surprise. I'm telling you right off the bat right now, it don't mean nothing. Don't mean nothing to me. See, so if you got that attitude, you can stand over there and keep your money. Cause I'm gonna eat. You know, y'all bless me and I carry those things that are where I'm gonna eat. You know? So I was just letting you know that everybody ain't like your pastor. You know? Apparently his pastor, you know, is counting whom we eat, you know, and the counting on that there and all like that. So it depends on what one is all about. But to be like the Mashiach, we have to let our desire go. Not that I'm saying that it's wrong for the organization like that to take care of the pastor. Yeah, you should do that. And those things there. But that's not advice for you to use to try to manipulate it.
Oh, yeah.
And it will for those that allow it to happen. But I just happen to be in a situation where it don't work with me. See? And it's because of Yah and not me. That's why I get the credit for it. Mark 15:34. Well, we're going to read 33 and 34. At noon, darkness covered the whole land until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Anybody got any idea what was going on? Why they specifically said at that particular time? Yeah. That's when the Mashiach was nailed on a cross there. And between noon and darkness covered the whole earth until 3 o'clock. There was a 3-hour period of time there when darkness was on the earth. See? At 3, he uttered a loud cry, Eloi, Eloi, lama sabachthani, which means, my God, why have you deserted me? Now, if he was a God, why would we holler, my God? So that means that God's got a God.
I mean, Yeshua wasn't God.
That's exactly right. But even if you believe that, then that means that you're saying that God has a God because he was calling out my God.
Right.
And I'm going to tell you something. The God of Israel, my God, Yah, don't have no God.
But, you know, when Yeshua asked his disciples, he said, okay, what do men say that I am?
Who?
Yeah, who do men say that I am? And they said, well, one of the prophets, you know, Elijah and all.
Well, I say,
And he said, but what do you say that I am? And Peter came forth and said, the anointed one,
That's it.
Mashiach.
That's it.
And he didn't say Peter was wrong.
So
No,
right. And they didn't even say it.
Right. So right there, I let you know that, you know, who they seen Yeshua was.
That's it.
and then on top of that, he said, yeah, because the Spirit have revealed who I am. So you are the anointed.
That's exactly right.
You know,
The Mashiach.
the Mashiach.
And he let him know that you didn't get this from yourself. You know that this was specially given to you.
Right. Correct.
So all these things show forth things there. But of course, you know, that didn't stop the Trinity from going forth. It's still pervading. It's still a pervading dominant lie right today. See? But it's losing its cluster now. There are more people they're beginning to come over and understand that that's not right. See? Then, of course, John 14:28 seals the deal. See, Satan always, in his lying to us, but he always has a sealing thing in there that let you know where he's from. He quoted the scripture and told didn't God say you not to touch it, you ain't thought that, and all that there? And all that was true, except the last part he put on it. And God said you're going to die, but you shall not surely die. Then he had something even pad that up. He came back the next 2 or 3 days and said, see, didn't I tell you that? You still living, ain't you? See, Satan always, he's got the advantage of it. He understands more than what we understand about God's word. Took us a while to figure out what God was talking about. See, the day that you do.
That's why he called him the deceiver.
Yeah, that's it.
Because he knows the truth.
Yeah.
He knows when he deceived.
Yeah.
So,
And he has the advantage of us because he do know those things ahead of time. And that's why we're no match for him on our own.
Amen.
Okay? That's why the Son even come along and said it. Yeah. Men must not live by bread alone. But by what?
Every word.
Every word.
Seed out the mouth of Yah.
That's right. That's what we can count on. Because that's what God's going to back up. He's going to back up his word.
Hallelujah.
See? And that's what I'm going on. And that's what I'm counting on. See? And therefore, John 14:28. You heard me tell you, I am leaving, and I will come back to you. If you love me, you would have been glad that I Father, because the Father is greater than I. I had one person was talking to me and ooh, I would be like, I'd be scared to say something like that there. I'd belittling my Jesus like that there. I said, man, we talking about the same man that there. They ain't gonna be belittling him. I said, where do you think I got that from? I got it from him. My understanding here is that he was the one that said this. So how am I going to get in trouble for belittling him when he the one that said it? He didn't see it as a belittling. And my study of the Torah and those things there verifies the fact that that's his position of the Father. Dear folks, we got to use our wisdom to follow through on those things. Yeah. Otherwise, we're going to find ourselves falling short. We're going to find ourselves out of God's picture, thinking that we're the big main thing who we're fighting against his plan.
Amen. Amen.
Bad enough. Bad.
Amen.
Okay. All right. We'll have Sister LaShonda come forth with the bounty intro. And our song is Hallelujah Anyhow.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
The inside of his glory. And there shall come forth a rod out of the stem of Jesse, and the branch shall grow out of his roots. And in that day there shall be a root of Jesse, which shall stand for an ensign of the people. Till it shall the Gentiles seek, and his rest shall be glorious. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria, Egypt, Pathros, Cush, Elam, Shinar, Hamath, and from the islands of the sea. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the cast of Israel, outcast of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah and from the four corners of the earth. Isaiah 11, 1 and 10. 11, 1, 10 and 11. Open ye the gates, that the righteous nation keepeth the truth may enter in. Isaiah 26, 2. Isaiah 18, 3. All ye inhabitants of the world and dwellers on the earth, see ye, when he liveth upon an ensign on the mountains, and when he bloweth a trumpet, hear ye.
All righty. We got a few exciting things that's going on in the world, and so at this particular time for our Israel update, we have Adam Ben Israel will come forth with the Israel update.
Hallelujah.
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 Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shalom.
You see that things going on all over the world. There's lots of stuff going on. Not only big countries, also happening in small countries.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Everywhere you look in Australia, it's big fire. There's a burning wildfire.
Baby burn.
It's been burning. It says more than 200 fires are burning, and you know this week at least 445 homes were destroyed.
And they saying that's caused by what?
Caused by
Climate control.
because no rain.
Yeah.
You know, a drought,
Global warming.
global warming, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
Says 2 people died Saturday as Australia braced for one of the worst days in wildfire crisis. So we know that people say that global warming is not true.
Right. That's what your president's saying.
Yeah, that's what he said.
So it's anybody who say that need to be punched in the mouth.
Say there ain't no such thing.
Yep.
And also, we know what happened in Iraq with Iran. I didn't realize that America had as many troops in the Middle East as they do. In Saudi Arabia, they say they got 7,000 troops. There's 13,000 troops in W, whatever that is, in the United Arab country, whatever that's it.
Emirates.
Yeah, right. Yeah, country. And also, there's 5,000 U.S. military personnel in Abu Dhabis. It's an air base. And, you know, and there's 10,000, but, and also that, you know, we was talking about Iran and.
Right. There's some in Iran too, right?
No, ain't no troops in Iran.
No, I don't think so. Not in Iran.
No, Iraq.
Oh, yeah, oh, right.
All right. Yeah. And now they're sending more, ain't they?
Yeah, they sending,
Yeah.
sending some more, I forgot.
Somebody 800?
Yeah.
No, 3,000, I think.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and also, if Iran and the United States go to war, Iran don't have, you know, the power that the United States got. They got old equipment. They got F4s and F5s and F14s. And, you know, a lot of it that says aging aircraft, they older planes, older aircraft. So they said that Iran wouldn't have a chance, you know, when it comes to that part of the fight, because they got old equipment. And also, Trump said that he didn't have to go to Congress to ask them, you know, about taking out the general, whatever it was.
Yeah.
So he said he didn't have to because it was self-defense, like he had to do it, you know. But they said the previous presidents, you know, they wouldn't do it because they was afraid of going to war.
Right.
with Iran.
It wasn't an imminent war.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then that's when he didn't have to go to Congress. When he know it was a war right there.
Them see, because they didn't figure that guy was a big threat to them.
Mhm. But they say that say
They
No, they
knew
knew he
he
was a
was
threat.
killed
a
a lot of folks.
big threat.
But they just knew that taking him out would be, the consequences behind taking him out would be more,
Yeah,
you know, whether, is it worth it?
Right,
that's why they didn't want him to do that, because
right.
they know what happened, afterwards, because Iran, they ain't gonna, in Israel, they scared, because Iran, they already attacked Israel, they already been, firing missiles that way. And now, they said anywhere where US got people, they might threaten to hit.
Yep, right. And,
That's the thing. Yeah.
I think Obama, I think she was the Obama Secretary of Defense or something, but anyway, they had her on and, she was saying that, the main thing that, that, Iran can do, cause they got, we call sleeping cells.
Yes.
Yeah, and all over,
Right.
all over,
Yeah.
and they can tell them, rise up.
Yeah,
There it is, before you know it, things going off, people getting killed.
that's the very reason why none of the other presidents hadn't did anything to start nothing with Iran. Because they know Iran, they got a foothold just about everywhere. They,
Yeah.
can hurt you everywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
But, the election with Netanyahu, he said he ain't got nothing to lose, and he want immunity. He want them to forgive him for all what he done.
He ain't do nothing.
You look up, huh?
He ain't do nothing. Ain't that what he said the whole?
He said, yeah, he another Trump,
Yeah, he
talk,
is.
they just like I told you, yeah, but, he claiming that, he want immunity, but.
Well, what do you mean by that? He want immunity. See, in Israel, you don't get immunity even if you're in the office. Like in the United States, you get immunity long as you're in the office. This is why you can wag the dog. What they say, here, and that's what they're saying that Trump is undone by jumping on them. He got it set up just in case they do come with this here, and they do all that. Long as he's in office and everything, they can't do nothing to him.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But over in Israel, they can do something to you.
Okay.
yeah,
Even if you're in office. So that's what he's trying to get set up now, to say that, hey, as long as I'm in office and everything, I should have immunity. Y'all can't do that to me.
Oh, like his buddy Trump.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah. You know this man that they took out was the second most powerful man in Iran?
That's exactly, he was the
Second
second
most powerful man,
You think they gonna stand back and take that?
Oh,
and,
no, they
he been doing a lot of stuff for a long time.
long time.
They said that,
Yeah.
when he flew back into Iran, he was just flying back from Iraq.
Yeah, Iraq or Syria. They
Right,
said.
he was saying that he was setting up, setting up something to kill the Americans that was in Iraq.
Mhm.
Okay.
And they saying that,
That's why they said he had to go ahead and take him out.
That's what they say, but some
Right.
people
Yeah,
say
they ain't proved it.
they can't prove it.
Right,
Yeah, because they will never tell you what the threat was.
right.
They always keep talking about this threat. Okay, well, what was the threat? We can't tell you what the threat was, but it was a threat.
Yeah.
Trump said he didn't take him out to start a war, he took him out to stop a war.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can kind of see that too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But, he has killed a lot of folks.
but I guess Trump, he didn't want to turn his head like the rest of the president, like he didn't see nothing and all that.
Right.
But, he wanted to go on and take the man out, when he's saying in 2011, Obama, he's gonna start a
Just take the heat off of him
That-
being impeached.
That's when he doing. He just took advantage of that
Yeah.
to take the heat off of him.
Uh-huh.
But see, he's still on him.
That ain't gonna stop nothing.
Yeah, he's still.
that Iran is holding a 4-day Navy drill with Russia and China.
Yeah.
Yep. So
They all gonna jump on your thing?
Well, they say after the third day, they gonna mourn for 3 days, and after that,
It's
they
on.
gonna,
You gonna retaliate?
yeah.
Yeah, don't nobody know what's gonna happen. They're urging all the US people in Iraq to leave.
I was
Yeah.
there waiting for it.
But what about these other places
I
where
would
they
be
at?
over there, period.
Yeah, that's had them upside their head over here.
In the world today? And like I say, it wasn't much on Israel this week. It was just a lot on that what happened.
Well, it can backfire on and be a part of what's going on in Israel, because remember, they always have proxies that are gonna fight Israel over this, the Hezbollah, over there. It's gonna be, probably, push forward, give the green light, send some more rockets, produce some rockets in Israel. Every time this stuff happens to the US, they take it out on Israel.
No, they was naming the top 40 US presidents.
Okay.
And Trump ain't on that list at all.
Wow.
What? His name out of the 40, his name is nowhere.
Well, he the 40
You get the rank number 40.
He 40.
No, he didn't even rank. All the other presidents did.
46.
All the presidents from Lyndon Johnson, on down, all of those.
What Obama? Was Obama part of it?
Joe Obama's the 12th.
He's the 12th, best one.
Yeah, I got him all the way down, but he's
Wow.
the 12th. So I turn it back over to the elder. That's what I had today.
Hallelujah.
Good job, good job.
That's all right.
There are folks who live in some dangerous times,
Oh, yeah.
and this is why I'm saying we gotta
Amen.
pray about those situations there, They just found a girl that was killed, and she was killed by running buddies.
A what?
What? About that, the young girl,
Running.
Yeah.
2 young ones.
Yeah,
High school, wasn't it?
yeah, the two girls from high schools.
And a boy.
Yeah, and she was killed by, they were running mates, high school friends. And they got into it about something, and then took her out there and shot her in the head and threw it in the water out there. Locust Grove, I think it was out there by Locust Grove. Huh? Yeah, right, and that's what he said, yeah. Yeah, he said that,
That happened here?
yeah, uh-huh.
Over here.
In this area, right. And then he said that, and when they took him to jail and everything there, but he said that he said that it was the girl that shot her, and the girl said no, it's him that shot her, and he shot her because she gave him a disease. Yeah.
Oh, you shouldn't have sex before marriage.
Right. That's what he should have did.
He did, but now he's saying that the girl did it. And then the girl is saying that no, you shot it. You know what it is.
They both gonna go down for the same thing. If you and I go out there.
Friends, them the type of friends you around with.
Hey.
They're the kind of folks you want to run around. Man, you can't count on it. And they've been running around being friends, doing all that stuff there. Then, and I think a week before that there, a couple of stealing brothers got into it. And killed one, and one of them killed him.
No honor, my
Cause he was holding back for stealing. Set up everything there. So they ain't even no honor among thieves now.
It's over there. It's my idea to do this thing.
Right. You The guy killed him. Evil men are waxing worse and worse.
Yeah.
See? So if you want to run out there and get butted up with these folks and all that stuff there and get in there, hey,
You don't know who your enemy is.
Right?
that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you got some greedy folk, you might be running around with, hey, you go in to try to steal something, hey, you get it, and then, boom.
Yeah.
I can keep it all by myself.
Yeah, right. I don't need to share this with you. Kill you, then I get it all for myself. I mean, you can't trust nobody. See?
I'm still trying to figure out how are these people killing folks and just.
Get it.
Do you really think you won't get away with it?
Yeah.
I don't know what they be thinking.
That's the thing. I'm just like people just killing each other like it's nothing, and it's like you do know you're going to jail for the rest of your life now, right?
Well, they got it so easy in jail now, you know.
No, they don't.
Piece of cake for
Man,
some.
it's crazy.
What the hell you been talking about?
But no, that's what a lot of them think.
They got
They,
video.
you know, they don't want to work.
That's what I was just gonna say.
They
They
got
all they
video.
do is lay up there every day.
Right.
No, they don't. They don't. No, they don't.
work.
Depends on what jail they go to.
Right.
Let me tell you
There's
what.
There's a
You
difference
go to
between jail and prison.
You go to jail and see how many people try to rape you and try to kill you. You think that's a piece of cake?
Jail and prison, two different things.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prison life is tough. It ain't no piece. It ain't like the county jail.
Nah, they lay around in jail, but in prison they don't lay around.
It ain't where it used to be, you know, just hard labor. It used to be hard labor,
Right.
but it ain't, you know, that hard labor like it was. Yeah, you got crazy folks in there, trying to rape you and all that. Yeah, I agree.
They've been there 50 years now. You coming in there?
Okay.
Look at
Well, you got people that you know they ain't getting out. So yeah, they,
See what I'm saying?
they gonna do what it takes.
You got people that they call lifers. Lifers mean they ain't getting out, so they don't care what they do.
Right.
What you gonna do? Give me some more life?
Right.
I'm serious.
Yeah, that's really how they think too.
I agree.
They don't mind killing you.
No.
I'll be here for life anyway. On down the road, what you gonna do?
That's why most of us should be warning our children and stuff.
Right.
Stay out of them places.
Right.
Stay out of. That's why I'm bringing this stuff up. Stay out of that opportunity. Stay
Right.
out of that situation there. That because it ain't no cakewalking on. You know.
See, I can clean, I can break that system real quick
Ow.
because you see the tractors cutting these
There you go. Now.
expressways,
They said the
you know
same
what I
thing.
mean?
Yep.
Get, you know, them old slings,
That's it. The
Yeah.
same thing.
Right.
give you some of them slings and have some men riding on horses with shotgun.
Yeah.
They like
You go
that.
from one end to the other.
They like that.
And by the time you go from one end to the other, you done growed up again. When you come back to that,
They like
I
that.
guarantee you that.
And take them weights out
They
there.
ain't gonna do nothing.
Take them weights out
But
there.
that's to
That's a piece of cake
we call it
up there.
humane.
Hey, they weapons. They don't give you.
Yeah. Right. That's
That's what they
people.
give you a sack and 2 hands.
That's the job they have for people that's in jail.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like community.
Now you see them out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you see
Working
them
on
out there in
stuff like
orange
that.
clothing, but you ain't gonna see no hard prisoners out there.
Right.
I was like, you ain't give them no weapons and say, hey, be nice.
Be nice, be nice. Yeah.
They
God,
be,
they been there for
they be
years.
slaying you with them and
Weights
stuff,
and
you know, and stuff.
That's right. Cut the horse leg and have you fall off the horse and took the weapon.
When,
Well,
Well,
that mean you got to be close up on them then for to do all that.
he got the leggings on. He got the leggings on. He got the chain leggings on.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, no, that's criminal now. You can't put the ball and change on them no more. No.
We've evolved from that, bro.
Right.
See, that's the problem. They still should have all
Right.
yeah.
Take out the weights, brother Miles, and put the chain gang on.
But you know,
Work it on.
it's just like the guy said that there's two ruling laws when you go to prison. See, there's the warden's law, and then there's the prison laws.
And who rule who?
That's right, and there's a cutoff between the two.
You ready?
Prisoners run them places. the water's so good.
So you gotta not only go in there and face the warden's laws and rules and regulations, but you also gotta face the prisoners that's been in there for a long time. You gotta face their rules and regulations.
Yeah. Well, they used to have to, grow their own food back in the day. They don't even do that no more.
Some prisons still do it.
Yeah,
Oh,
some still do it. Okay.
Arizona.
They still got a big farm down southeast.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, Arizona, they do. They don't play.
Benita used to.
Yeah, right, Benita used to, I know
They
Benita.
used to go out there and take care of horses and cattle and
Yeah,
have gardens and stuff like that. They won't say used to have.
But I don't know whether they still doing that. That's where tags used to come from.
yeah, they make tags.
Yeah.
And everything. So, but, dear folks, you don't want to do it, like you said, that's tough, you know. Party went down there, he said, look, I'm down here, you know, because I was trying to guard my wife from sexual, now I'm down there trying to guard myself from sexually attacked. He said, and I get to thinking about it, he went away. He said, it wasn't worth it.
Right, 'cause his wife probably going along with whoever.
Yeah, right. I'm down here. I had to stand up for my wife staying there, and I don't know if she was 100% for it or not, and all that. And here I'm down here now. She out there free. Ain't no telling what she doing with that and everything. And here I'm in there backing up trying to protect myself from being sexually.
Back so I'm sleeping on my back.
Yeah.
He went to ask me. I'm a Jim. I forgot what I was.
So everybody comes.
Well, when I was down there, one of my cousins, he came in there, so they put him in his cell with the funny money. And he was almost about to cry. He said he was trying to hit on him, wanted me to go talk to him. I went over there and had to go there and tell the guy to leave him.
I'm gonna tell y'all now. I went to go get me a veggie burger.
Veggie burger.
Someone got me something in it, burger.
Okay, but
I went up there to the desk to get something. She looked at me. She said, she looked at me. She said, "You pretty." I left my stuff up there. I said, "Jimmy." She went to
What
She
Jimmy
went
do?
to
What
eye.
Jimmy do?
oh, yeah, I see
Jimmy,
that.
what Jimmy do? What Jimmy do?
Jimmy and Caleb turned around and said, "Don't look at, don't look at, don't look at, don't look at." I said, "Don't look back, don't look back, don't look back." I said, let's just go, let's go, let's go.
You just said, if you went to hide me.
I went to the front to get, I went to get some salt or something. And she looked at me and she went, shut up. Don't call her no name. She went down, I had me to some good. Oh, you're pretty. And she said, "You're pretty smart." Oh, it kind of threw me. I'm like, "Oh, okay, thank you." And I went to Jimmy. I said, "Jimmy," she went to add me. She said, "I was pretty."
You gonna rescue me?
Oh, she was gonna droop the ones. I just I know how to be spun. I'm ready to go.
Bernie, you should say, my husband.
That's the man. I got it.
All you had to do was say thank you.
Huh?
All you had to do was say thank you.
Yeah.
And just say, thank you, but I don't play that way.
Wait a minute. But that, you know how you hit you? I don't know how you leave. And then she look, I'm gonna, you know how I throw you? And I get to different.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
You want where?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, then I'm going, oh, gee. You know, I have to get, Jim. I didn't want to look up no more. I had to look down. I didn't want to look up because
Knock the boulders out of
Talk about surprise, huh?
yeah, let me say, you look handsome.
in with his eye at you, then you talk to me,
Well,
okay?
wait, hey, I tell Nate, I don't play that. That's why I tell him.
If we catch you off guard, and you trying to get something for your ketchup or something, you go like that, it's like, you know.
Everything is all great.
Yeah, it just.
Well, we live in that time now when everything is out bold and everything is out, you know.
Our king is coming up.
See,
Hallelujah.
and so that's the book. Don't be surprised by anything,
Right?
Yeah.
you know.
But you do that looking.
You know, a lot of these folks, they feel like, by giving people compliments like that, they got an edge upon. I mean, they feel
What
like,
you mean? I got an edge
I
on
mean,
it.
they feel like they can, pull you there.
No, you finna get a fight, you get to mess around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now they don't know who's down.
Right, right.
It ain't on your forehead.
Yeah.
Well, last time I ran with stuff on my head, what you mean?
Well, but that's what
He gonna say it's outside.
all meeting them, you got a rag on your head.
Maybe she thought you cute because you had a rag.
Yeah,
That was not normal. You was different. See, you ain't-
So don't be surprised about any of these
Right.
things that is going for. Be prepared and be very cautious about what one because like I said, I think I told you that about it has been about 15 years ago. The guy said he was out to the park out there, Mall Park. Y'all remember tell you
Right.
he's out there and saw these guys looking over there and everything. Then, boy, they were looking over there. So yeah. So he told his wife, honey, don't make no quick movement. Y'all keep the kids, y'all kind of ease on them, get over there close to the car, because if anything go down, I'll block your nose and everything. Yeah, that's right. You're right. And it turns out the guy said, "Oh, you did good." Everything, 'cause we were looking at your wife or woman. You the one who's looking at her.
That makes
This is his wife and everything. So hey, these are the days that we're living in nowadays, and so let us be aware of those things and be aware of who you make company with. See, on that end there. All right, we're going to ask you to bow your head for our tonight, Baraka.
No.
All right. Blessed be the Lord our God, King of the universe, who have given us your Torah, the writings of the prophet, and the written at the Shah by thy great spirit, and have commanded us to diligently teach them unto our children, unto our people, and then all people of the earth. And let all Israel say, Amen. Our Torah reading for this week's parashah is found in the book of Genesis, the 44th chapter, starting at the 18th verse, through the 47th chapter, the 27th verse. That is Genesis 44:18 through 47:27. Our half-Torah reading is taken from the book of Ezekiel, the 37th chapter, starting at the 15th verse through the 28th verse. That is Ezekiel 37, 15 through 28. This week's parashah is parashah 11, Vayigash, and it means, and he approached. Our scripture reading, which will be taken from the half-Torah reading, which will be given by Shamash. Let us give him our undivided attention as you read the word of Yah to us.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Our scripture reading was taken from the book of Ezekiel, the 37th chapter, starting at the 15th verse through the 22nd verse. The word of Adonai came to me. You human beings, take one stick and write on it for Yehuda, and those joined with him among the people of Israel. Next, take another stick and write on it for yourself, the stick of Ephraim, and all the house of Israel who are joined with him. Finally, bring them together into a single stick, so that they become one in your hand. When your people ask you what all this means, tell them that Adonai Elohim says, yourself, which is in the hand of Ephraim, together with the tribe of Israel, who are joined with him, and right are to be in your hand, as they which that then say to them that Adonai Elohim says, I will take the people of Israel from among the nations where they have gone and gather them from every side and bring them back to their own land. I will make them one nation in the land, on the mountains of Israel, and one king will be king for all of them. They will no longer be two nations, and they will never again be divided into two kingdoms. May y'all have a blessed reading.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Dear folks, hello? Hello? Let's pass again. Trying to get these things together here. Make it easy for each and every one of us here. Hello? Hello? All right.
That's feedback.
You got reverb.
Revert. Hello?
Sorry, we'll deal with it later.
I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back to the main.
You gotta learn how to use it. Learn how to use it so you can walk around.
Hello? Okay, we'll try this here. I'll have to come up and get adjusted here. Seem like adjusted and then want to come on. All right. In God's dealing with us, with the house of Israel, we learn how God is. And we have to understand and get a picture for him so we can get those things. All right.
You sound good.
Here we see that God gives how he deals with us on the term. We look at these things, we see how God works in these pictures and in these things to bring it about. You might not even know it, or you might not even come to it. And at the time that those things are happening, everything, you might not fully understand what's all taking place. As yourself didn't. See? It finally done. And that happened last Shabbat on Weekets, when he looked and saw all his brothers them brothers that came there and they was bowing down to him. It finally dawned on him, that dream. That dream. But my brothers, they still the same way they was. Is they still the same brothers? Is they still got the same attitude? Put a test on them. But see, I want you to see something. God had this test already set up ahead of time with Judah.
That's right.
Before he could come down, Benjamin with you. That was the beginning of the test. That was the beginning of the trap. See? God works in all these steps. Yaakov wasn't gonna let his child, was gonna let Benjamin. He said, I done lost one and I ain't losing the other one. The one for my beloved wife. Of course, I'm pretty sure the mother wives that didn't sit too good with them, but nevertheless, Raquel was it. See?
That was his first choice.
That's right, that was his first choice, and that was it, and but nobody gonna get past that. See? And therefore, we see that but Judah stepped up, bound himself to the hill. I'll take the responsibility. I'll do it. And if it happens, I'll do this. And that's why I said, okay. So now he's set up. Which brings us on down to this time here. When they came in and they bowed all to him, Joseph knew who they was. Then he put a trick on them. Y'all know that, right? What trick did he pull on them? Yeah. See? He told them, hey, I got divine powers. In other words, I'm able to tell things. He was able to tell because he had on the trap. He had to set the test. And he knew what was going on. And boy, they just added to it. They swallowed up big. Yeah. If anybody around us, we ain't no thieves. We don't do stuff like that. As a matter of okay. All I know is my cup is missing. And y'all was the only one that was around there. Whoever you find it in, never. So you just lay it on thick. Now we go to Genesis 44. Start reading the 13th to the 17th verse. Let's see what's going on here.
Okay. At this they tore their clothes from grief. Then each man loaded up his donkey and returned to the city. Yehudah and his brothers arrived at Joseph's house. He was still there, and they fell down before him on the ground. Joseph said to them, "How could you do such a thing? Don't you know that a man such as myself can learn the truth about divination?"
Divination, right.
Yehudah said, "There is nothing we can say to my Lord. How can we speak? There is no way we can clear ourselves. Yah has revealed your servant's gift. So here we are, my Lord, slaves."
You see that? He done shut them all up.
Mhm.
He didn't go out there himself, see. He sent his men out there, see.
Mhm.
Told him, don't go into Benjamin to the last one. See, so they play it up good. And that's where y'all do things. Y'all make you look like you winning.
Mhm.
Well, y'all make you, y'all don't know that story from, from all the other stories that they're dealing with him. He'll make you look like you're winning. So you just gonna get bold with what you're doing. You think you're getting by. You think things going your way and everything there. But whoa! There's an invention there. So he said, go on out there and tell them what didn't happen and all that there. Let them rave and talk all they want to say and all that there. We feel insulted. Y'all think we this way, but they talk to big and everything there. Well, you so far look like y'all right.
Mhm.
Where's that other bag? Whose other bag we ain't looked in there? Well, no. Went to the other one? No, it ain't there either. Got down to the last one. But you ain't gonna find nothing there because our brother sure ain't gonna do that and all that. But I'm feeling something in here. What's this? Can you imagine how they felt?
Mhm.
I know everybody just turned up to Benjamin like,
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Can you imagine how that's got to be tough. Like a kid be lying, then they finally tell the truth. I did it. And all kinds of stuff, like that, and it turned out you lying. So now they got to go back and they got to go face their brother that they didn't know who it was. See? And boy, they come bound again. They're their dream hills. Guess what? Judah, the very one that says, I ain't gonna never bow to you. I guess you think I'm gonna bow to you, huh? You got another thing coming. I'm not never gonna bow to you because he was older than Joseph, see? So he know through the right way of my, progression and everything that he wouldn't have to bow to him because he was older. Just so. And guess what? He was leading the pack and bowing.
Yeah.
He was leading the pack and bowing. Gotta go back at that boy. Hey, remember now, we go tell everybody be low. Hey, bow to him. Encouraging others to bow to him, not seeing it. So he bowed, they bowed down and everything there. See, can I please approach you? See? Now read on it. See what's going on here.
Both we and also the one in whose possession the cup was found. But he replied, Heaven forbid that I should act in such a way. The man in whose possession the goblet was found will be my slave.
Oh! Uh-oh. We were just as shocked as you is. We don't know how in the world it got in there. As a matter of fact, he don't even know how it got in there. But one thing we can't deny, it was there.
Mm-hmm.
And we all seen it. So we all at your mercy. Please have mercy on us. We all. Well, he's singing a whole different tune now.
Mm-hmm.
And look how yourself played it.
Mm-hmm.
Read on, let's see whatever.
But as for you, go in peace to your father.
See, he said, hey, y'all didn't do nothing. What y'all there for doing all this here? Only person I need is the one that they found it in.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna be my slave. He gonna have to stay locked up and everything there. But y'all go.
Uh-huh.
Y'all did, cause they didn't find it in y'all. So why are you still hanging around here? You know, hit the road and then. What was wrong here? What was wrong here, therefore? Why did they see throw? Woo, I'm glad I'm out of here.
They had to go back without their brother.
Oh, yeah.
Face that.
Yeah.
They can see, going through that again.
Judah done guaranteed to put his children up for, yeah. See? How they gonna get out of this trap? How they gonna get out of it? Read on, let's see what's going on.
Then Yehuda approached Joseph and said, "Please, my lord."
Oh, Judah! I want you to get this. Judah, the very one that hollered out and said, I'll never bow to you. And me, you say this and all like that. And I say, you think I'm gonna do that? Yeah. I ain't gonna never do it. He the main one running up there now. And call him what?
Lord.
Call him Lord. Be careful about those things.
Then Yehuda approached Joseph and said, "Please, my lord, let your servant say something to you privately, and don't be angry with your servant, for you are like Pharaoh himself." My lord asked his servant, "Do you have a father or a brother?" We answered, "My lord, we have a father who is an old man and a child of his old age, a little one whose brother is dead, so that of his mother's children he alone is left, and his father loved him. But you said to your servant, bring him down to me, so that I can see him." We answered, "My lord, the boy can't leave his father, for he were to leave his father will die. You said to your servant, you will not see my face again unless your brother is with you."
Yeah, so what you worried about how come all of a sudden now you so worried about your father's feelings? He was saying to himself, you didn't worry about my daddy's feelings when y'all told me.
Yeah.
But now all of a sudden y'all all worried about daddy's feelings. You wasn't worried about daddy's feelings when you lied to my father.
That's something how Reuben, guaranteed Jacob that Benjamin is coming back. Because if not, you can kill my two sons.
Oh yeah, right. They
kill my grandkids.
And so now Judah can remind him, well, see, really we in this problem because of you. That's what Judah was saying. You're the one that forced us to have to bring Benjamin down here. And after all, he was the one that found the goblin in. So none of this would have happened if you wouldn't have forced us to bring him down. But he couldn't be that obvious. He couldn't be that obvious because you blaming me, huh? He sure would have been in trouble there. So he gonna throw it on the father. Which was true. It was true. It wasn't no lie. But how are we gonna get out of this? How are we gonna do this here? That's what's going on.
Okay.
What verse, brother?
And then I'm starting at the 24th verse now.
Okay.
We went up to your servant, my father. But when our father said, go again and buy us some food, we answered, we can go down only if your youngest brother is with us. Will we go down? because we can't see the man's face unless our younger brother is with us. Then your servant, my father, said to us, you know that my wife bore me 2 sons. The one went out from me, and I said, surely he has been torn to pieces.
Now, how did he get that idea? How did he get that idea? Because the boys put it in his mind.
Right.
They the one that served that whole scenario.
Right.
Grabbed his coat there and cut it all up with blood, animal blood on it. Everything. Whose coat is this? So they had to face their own lives. See? And so he still ain't forgot that. But now he's relaying that to Joseph, not telling him, telling him how they done, how they done did the father. How they did the father. See? He knew that he wasn't dead, and he knew that done. So, read on.
And I haven't seen him since. Now, if you take this one away from me too, and something happened to him, you will bring my gray hair down to Sheol with grief. So now, if I go to your servant, my father, and the boy isn't with us, seeing how his heart is bound up with the boy's heart. When he sees that the boy isn't with us, he will die.
Oh, so y'all can't come up with no lie to cover this up, huh? And see, that's the way God do things. When he put us under test and he do us things that we don't used to lie and everything, God gets you to the point where, hey, your lies can't work out. See? You done got wrapped all up in them lies, got all them lies mixed all up there. You done told the man this, you done told me this, and now you done got it all mixed all up and everything now. So, they were laying out their heart. Judah was telling her, putting it out on the fact. This is the real truth of how things gotta go. Joseph said, they're listening to it. Read on.
And your servant will bring the gray hairs of your servant, our father, down to Sheol with grief. For your servant himself guaranteed his safety. I said, if I fail to bring him to you, then I will bear the blame before my father forever.
This. Hey, if I go, and my word will be what they're dying. If I go back there, it'd be like I told you that our apostle Elder Maxwell said, I came there and I told him, hey, I'll be there at 9 o'clock to pick you up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can get there about 9:15. You're a liar. I'm a liar. You lied to me. I said, what you mean I lied to you? You said you're gonna be here, and I said, I'm here now. Yeah, but you lied.
You wait 15 minutes long.
Yeah. You said 9 o'clock you're gonna be here. Was you here at 9 o'clock? No, but I was on my way there. No, on the way and all that stuff. All that. Hey, was you here? And he wouldn't let me go till I admit that I lied.
So didn't care how long it took you to solve this. We can sit here. You spoke in there at 9, but you got there at 15 after. So we're gonna fuss until we get this thing straight.
Oh yeah.
No matter how long it takes.
Yeah, I had to admit. I had to admit that I lied.
Oh, he wasn't gonna let you get away now.
So see, we be fussing on our way going to church, but we gotta stay here for
No, I was taking on a trip somewhere.
Oh, okay.
We was going down to the home place down there, and so you lied, boy.
So if you showed up at 8:45, would that still be a lie?
Huh? Well, yeah. Yep.
He said, nah.
So you probably wouldn't be quite ready.
All right,
You would love to.
So I got to the place where from then on, when I tell him, well, I'll be there about 10-ish.
every day.
10-ish, what that mean? Somewhere within that 10.
And something.
Yeah, right. Or that 9 something, you know. I say, cause learn how to deal with you. See, you learn how to deal with, you know. I said, hey, I could have had a flat right there, you know, and then all that then knocked me off. You don't know what it was. Yeah, but all I know is that and so once I admitted that I did lie and it was a lie, he was all right then.
You know, he's always on me about that.
He's done.
And so I said, so he said, boy, I want you to be here at I would. He gave a time, and I said, well, I ain't gonna promise you nothing this time. He said, boy, that ain't no effort. You can't do that. You can't do that.
And so one get that day, yeah, and he was all right. And when I got to thinking about it, he was right.
Yeah.
I did say 9 o'clock, and 9 o'clock I was not there. See? Irregardless, and so now he was telling him, hey, I told my father I guarantee that he'd be back. And now I got to go back with him. You can't let me go back with him without him not going back. Otherwise, it's gonna make me look. My word ain't gonna be what he ain't gonna hear nothing I got to say. He's not gonna be consoled. Let's see what happens. Let's
If I fail to bring him to you, then I will bear the blame before my father. Stay as a slave to my Lord instead of the boy, and let the boy go up with his brother. For how can I go up to my father if the boy isn't with me? I couldn't bear to see my father so overwhelmed by anguish.
all right. So something within that happened that they passed the test. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
they passed the test.
Mm-hmm.
See? He said, now I know these ain't the same brothers that was against me and hated me for this here and all that there, because his father had the same attitude about him as they had about Benjamin.
Mm-hmm.
And they still didn't have that attitude that they had against him. Okay? Same situation. He said, this is the only son left of his wife. Of his, you know. They admitted that y'all was special, you know, and we resigned to that, and we accepted that. And now we can't go back without that. See, sometimes it takes us have to really come into the understanding of how things is and facing it. And that's what some of us don't do. Yes.
And also, they had children by this time, sir.
Oh, yes.
So they understood fatherhood by this time.
There you go. There you go. That's true. That's very true.
Mm-hmm.
And Judah,
Yeah, and all the trouble that he had been
yeah,
through.
right. And Judah sure has a problem with him.
Yeah, he had lost 2 sons.
Yeah, lost 2 sons.
Yeah, so you know he totally understands the situation that his father was in by then.
And then turn around and he had some mishaps with that woman too. Hey, Son, I don't know where y'all picked this woman here, but she a dangerous lady, boy.
Well, you know, the hatred that they had for Joseph just overrode that right thinking towards their father.
There you go. There you go.
All they can think about, you know, getting rid of Joseph.
Right.
Yeah.
And they thought if they just got rid of Joseph and everything there, then Father's gonna love us and everything, and everything's gonna be back, all those things there, and be back to the situation there. But even after he lost it, we still had that same love. It was because of the fact that they were of Raquel. See? And so they said, we can't go back without him. So what happened now? What did Joseph say to him? See?
Okay.
How did they get out of that situation?
Okay, 45-1. That's it, 45-1.
Okay, right, we'll go through 45, 1 through 9.
Okay. Showed his feelings in front of his attendants. He cried, "Get everybody away from me." So no one else was with him when Joseph revealed to his brothers who he was.
He didn't want the Egyptians, he didn't want anybody else to know that he come from a disgruntled family. Because, hey, how can we even want nobody to be around in those things here? He was protecting his family.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was well loved among the Egyptians. And if they'd have got that story there and blamed it all about how they done it and how they sort of grab hold of them and
They did something to them.
yeah. They done something to him, man. So he knew that, so he said, no, I don't, yeah, all my attendants and all that. Yeah, but this man, he's criminal or not, don't worry about it. I'm all right. Y'all all get away from me. Come on. I got this. I can handle this here. Read on.
He wept aloud, and the Egyptian heard, and Pharaoh's household heard. Joseph said to his brothers, "I am Joseph. Is it true that my father is still alive?"
Wow. Can you imagine how they felt when he told them who he was?
They didn't believe him. Not then when he first said that.
Yep.
They didn't believe him.
But that had to be a scary thing. Here, this man of all this power.
Yeah.
Here, this man that we've been bowing to and calling Lord. And now he says that I'm Joseph, your brother.
Mm-hmm.
And they know what they had done to him. And they know that if he's really Joseph, they know what he done. He know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
That's got to be scary.
Yeah.
That's got to be scary, man.
Oh, yeah.
So like you said, they didn't want to believe that at first because, oh, man. Because at that, we in some big trouble.
Oh, yeah. My brother got all this power now.
Right. Read on.
I was so dumbfounded at seeing him. Joseph said to his brother, "Please come closer." And they came closer. He said, "I am Joseph, your brother, whom you sold into Egypt."
Oh!
I bet you they knew
man.
then.
Huh?
I bet you they knew who he was then.
Yeah, right. Now, how did this man know that's here?
Yeah.
How did he? Oh, boy, that secret feelings started getting over him then. You know.
But don't be sad, he said. Don't be sad that you sold me into slavery. Here are angry at yourself, because it was God who set me ahead of you to preserve life.
Now, dear folks, this is a little secret
This is something that we all got to understand and we all got to learn. This is what keeps us out of that hatred, and this is what keeps us out of that envy and carrying on these because they done did you wrong. These are the things that help us to learn how to forgive people. He assured them to tell them, hey, look, y'all will be in trouble. If I was just going on my neck, if I haven't changed either, he had changed too. See him going to prison and all that have changed him too.
Right.
And he knew how they were feeling. That's why he had to show them up and say, hey, look. But I want y'all to understand one thing. I had to come to the understanding that I had to go through this method because it was God's way that he wanted to go. And now that I done accepted that, I ain't bothering you for it because y'all were just part of the plan.
Everybody play their role.
Everybody play their role. And that's why I said, God uses people, they play their roles and everything now. But hey, you just pray that it's on the good side.
Right.
People holler at God can't use and they ain't using. I believe that God is using Trump, like some of the guys are saying.
Yeah.
But time will tell whether this was good or not. God use whoever he wants to use.
Y'all using all the world leaders.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's how you get things done.
That's exactly it. And therefore, we have to kind of corn ourselves a little bit different than all those things there. But nevertheless, here he said, "But I gotta stay right." And so, what made me stay right and what made me do those things was that I got to realize that God is the one that's in control. See? Because I thought I was going to get out 2 years earlier than what I thought I was going to get out, but I had to wait 2 years. I had to wait 2 years in prison. But God blessed him while he was in prison and all those things there, but he's still in prison. So he said, hey, y'all did, but y'all just did a part of the plan. And I attribute all to God's blessings. So part of what God said for him. And therefore, don't read, let's see what he said.
Okay. The famine has been over the land for the last 2 years, and for yet another 5 years, there will be neither plowing nor harvest. God sent me ahead of you to ensure that you will have descendants on earth and to save your lives in the great deliverance.
Now, that's where he understood. Sometimes we got to understand what our role is with God.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's wrong with these Hebrew Israelite brothers that got all this attitudes and all this stuff about the Khazari Jews and them that ain't the Jews and all that stuff. They got all this attitude and stuff there. They don't have a focus as to what purpose that they playing they got to play. They got this thing all mixed all up. Did you hear what he said? He said, my plan, I was sent down here to save you, not to destroy you.
Right.
Did you get that? That's the one I want you to see.
Yeah.
Read that again. Make sure that
Ahead
of you.
To ensure that you have descendants on earth.
There you go.
And to save your lives in a great deliverance.
There you go. And how in the world can I save you? How can I do those things? If I go there and let my other feelings go, let that, as my sister said, let that pink man, let that pink man go, because that pink man's a bad boy. That pink man operates in that hatred, envying, backbiting, scheming, and all those things there.
And how can I fulfill that? Doing that way. He said, no, God sent me down here to save you ahead of time. And that's exactly what I got. That's what I got to do. Dear folks, that's what we got to do too. If we're going to be righteous and everything, we get so, that's why I say you get lost, you get so locked up in I, God can't use you. And that's what's for a lot of us in our life. God can't use you because you're too locked up in I. I gotta watch out for myself. I gotta do this and I gotta. What God gonna do then? We scheming for our plans for ourselves. We scheming for this. We scheming for that. And it ain't gonna work. Therefore, we are not fooling with some God that don't know those secret thoughts. And if you think that you're already deceived and messed up.
Amen. Amen.
So Joseph tried to set them at ease and say, look, I know you should be scared. And by right and naturally, if I wouldn't change, you should be. And if I wasn't tripping all this to God and everything, you would be. Y'all get that? Not should be, but you would be. Because I got power. All you have to do is say, get them. Take them out there and do it.
Alligators are hungry.
The king that gave him authority over all, whatever he said. And wasn't not for them to, hey, take them in prison, kill them, whatever. But he told them, read that again.
He said, God sent me ahead of you to ensure that you will have descendants on earth and to save your lives in a great deliverance. So it was not you who sent me here, but God, and he has made me a father to Pharaoh, Lord of all his household, and ruler over the whole land of Egypt. Harry, go up to my father and tell him, here is what your son Joseph says. God has made me Lord of all Egypt. Come down to me. Don't delay. You will live in the land of Goshen and be near me. You flocks, herd, everything you own, I will provide for you there, so that you won't become poverty stricken. You, your household, and all that you have, because 5 years of famine are yet to come.
All right, so let them know that, hey, look, we just not getting started in this 7 years of bad stuff.
Right.
Y'all gonna need me.
Yeah.
All that, hey, I'm gonna do what God said to do.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all did me pretty bad.
Yeah.
Y'all did me pretty bad.
Y'all know I owe y'all a whooping.
At least something. Hey.
He let him know that right off. He said, yeah, I'm your brother, you soul and flesh.
But I'm gonna track down the Ishmaelites.
First of all, y'all rush and grab and throw them in that pit down.
Snakes too? No, cobras. Snake.
Huh?
Cobra.
They had snakes too.
Cobra is a snake.
Oh.
So he said, no. Where was all that feeling? Where was all that stuff, you know? But I'm passing, I'm moving past all. Because I'm out to fulfill God's word. Therefore, trials come to test to see where you're at.
That's right.
Trials come to see who you are.
That's right.
Go to 1 Peter.
Okay.
1 Peter, the 4th chapter. And you're going to start reading the 12th verse when you get there. These trials, in all things, God is trying us, is trying to see how you going to prove out. You said, well, why did this have to happen to me? And why to prove you out?
Okay.
See?
1 Peter 4:1.
1 Peter 4:12.
Oh, 1 Peter 4.
Mhm.
Dear friend, don't regard as strange the fiery order occurring among you to test you, as if something extraordinary were happening to you.
It says something extraordinary.
Right.
You ain't nothing special.
Mhm.
You know, this is the way that things do. And that's why I want you to see this was a test. These are things that God does. God told Abraham to go take your son, your only son. That was a test. Some of us flunking tests is bad
Mhm.
because we get locked all up in ourselves. That's why God give us all these different things, the feast days and all of that. God give us the tithes and give us all these things for us to not get locked up in ourselves. That's why he said, bring me the bickerings. We want to get out of all these things that causes us to make it God first.
Mhm.
We'd all be treasuring those things. Like I said, God could have said, bring.
Yeah,
He only asked for 10%.
that's right.
But he asked us to bring it the way to make him first.
Mhm.
That give him the priority. And that's what it was all for. That's why he asked Abraham to bring his son. Why else do you think he asked him to do it?
See where his heart was at.
But will their action back it up?
That's right. Amen. Amen. Talk is easy.
Therefore, when he told him, he said, now you done proved.
Mhm.
Now I know. He had that knife struck back. Now.
Amen. Action. That's right.
I could have told you that all the time, but your action ought to solidify what I already knew.
Amen. Amen.
God requires that of us, dear folks.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Don't get that mixed up and read the hard sayings of Shaul Tiona about works don't work. And works is not important because it is.
Words talk. So talk. Language.
People get that mixed up into what Paul was talking about. See, we're going to be all tried by our deeds, and that's works.
That's right.
What you did.
Behavior, actions.
You know if your word's gonna be tried, and your deeds are. Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? Well, I know what kind of God you is. I know what kind of person you is. Hey, you want to take credit for stuff that you ain't did. I the one said it and did all the work and everything. So here's your talent that you gave me. His own words condemned him, didn't he?
Yes.
Wrong answer, wrong works, wrong thoughts to do. So trials come along to test us to see what we're going to do and how we're going to do it. I ain't saying that they don't be easy. They be tough. Read on.
Rather, to the extent that you share the fellowship of the Messiah suffering, rejoice so that you will rejoice even more when his Shekinah is revealed. If you are being insulted because you bear the name of the Messiah, how blessed you are. For the spirit of the Shekinah, that is the spirit of God, is resting on you. Let none of you suffer for being a murderer or a thief.
Now, there you go, right there. Now, here's what he's letting us know. See? I'm not giving you no credit and all that. I'm not giving it time for you to go out on and you guilty of those things. And that was one of our sisters that was here. That she was a faithful sister at the time that she's here, and she really worked on a lot for her. But that was what she had that the enemy got used, and she couldn't get past that. I can't stand nobody lying on me. I just can't. And you're going to get all bent out of shape, and you're going to get all out of it and turn into a whole different creature every day because somebody lied on you. They lied on the Mashiach.
Amen.
How you any better than him?
Matter of fact, he said if they do it falsely, you're supposed to rejoice.
There you go. And that's what I brought to your attention. I said, you got to get rid of that attitude. Oh, no. I've always been that way, and I ain't changed. I guess you didn't change.
Speak, man. He took a ride on them.
I can't stand it, and I don't like nobody lying on me, and I ain't gonna let them get by with it. I said, okay. But that ain't what the Mashiach said. He didn't say that the attitude was going to get all that. Don't come over my house no more. I won't see it. I don't know. He didn't do that there. As a matter of fact, he told us to be exceedingly what? Glad.
Rejoice.
Is it easy to do? No. I ain't gonna say it's easy to do. It wasn't easy for me, but I've had to do it many times.
Then choose it. Choose it. Choose to obey.
Read on. Let's see what it says.
Okay.
To the.
Okay.
We're gonna read to the 19th verse.
Okay. Let none of you. Okay, to the 15th verse.
No, start reading it 15.
Oh, okay. Let none of you suffer for being a murderer or a thief or an evildoer or a manipulator.
Meddler.
Meddler. What? Meddler.
Meddler. You know, we like to meddle in the business.
Right.
We like to meddle instead of we should be.
In other people's affairs.
Yeah.
But if anyone suffer for being Messianic, let him not be ashamed, but let him be in glory to God by the way he bears his name. For the time has come for judgment to begin. It begins with the household of Yah. And if it starts with us, what will the outcome be for those who are not disobeying God?
Those who are.
Those who are disobeying God's good news.
Now, what he's saying here, he said that those that can't do those things, what's going to happen to them that's outside that?
Mm-hmm.
If this is what we got to endure, how much more what they're going to have to endure?
Right?
So we're going to have to endure that. We're going to have to endure people lying on us. How you are. But they said, I'm going to get them. I ain't gonna stand for it. They ain't gonna treat me that way and get away with it. No, okay. Well, fortunately, she's not here today. And she ain't dead. She's not here today. Because she couldn't. You can't stay in this house of peace and love, shalom, and a hug, and breathe that attitude and have that attitude. It just won't fit. And anybody that have that attitude of that, you're not going to fit into the plan. You're not going to fit into God's program. And you're not going to be happy in this house here. Because Because this house is breathed on Shalom Ve'ahava. Up to God. That's how Joseph did it. That's how he was there. Bro, that's what a terrible thing his brothers did to him. Getting still. See? He let it go. Because God said, vengeance is mine. And that's what we got to leave it to. So when people think that they get about, boy, I got to on him. You don't know that I did so and so. You don't know that I'm taking him for okay. I might not know and I might know. But Yah is my defender. See? That was the very same thing that I said about paying my tithe. And had what guy, he come to me, yeah, you still get your tithe to that man? I said, yes, sir. He said, well, that man doing so and so and so with the tithe, he's doing all this. I said, what does that got to do with me? What does that do with me? God said, prove me here when I test me. I'm testing Yah. And let me tell you something. He responded to me and helped me. I want to testify for me. And I know the position that he put me in and those things from where he took me from. And that's why I tell people and brag about it and tell them, I ain't got to worry about eating. I'm going to eat. And because Yah bless me. And that's what he was saying. That's what Joseph was saying. Now, God, he didn't elevate me that high, but he, yes. And he let them know. Yah done told me, he put me up, and now I'm the second man. And that's I'm the second man in all of Egypt, the mightiest nation upon the earth at that time. All the other nations had to run to Egypt. And guess where they had to go to? They didn't go to the Pharaoh. They came to him. You can't outdo God, therefore.
That's right.
You can't outdo God. See? Now, what is God's final attitude? We go to Ezekiel. Go to Ezekiel, and we read that in Ezekiel. And this is why I don't worry about the Kasari Jews. I don't worry about that, all this other stuff. That a lot of these brothers and these hobo Israelites, and we call them hobo Israelites. I picked that up a term from another guy, because they got some crazy attitudes and they got some crazy stuff that I don't know where to get your stuff from. Well, I guess I do know too, from hatred and from all other things. Yeah. I don't care about what's going to happen to him because I know what the final offset's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
God said that there's going to be some problems in Israel.
Yeah.
He lets us know there's going to be some problems there.
Yeah.
He lets us know there's going to be some separation there.
Right. But he's going to bring them together.
And this is what I asked all these Hebrew Israelites with you. If you're the mainline ones and the main ones in the thought of God, everything there, where's the end? Where's all that stuff? Where's your problem with Israel? How do you fulfill this? And I haven't had a good answer from none of them. And I've been around for a while asking that question. And I asked a lot of
questions again? What was the question again, Alvin?
Where is the dissension between Judah and Israel?
Dissension.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the separation at? Where's the problem at between the two? If we all, if that's the problem that we have with them and all that, then where's the problem at? I don't see them. All of them had the same attitude. Only problem I see is that everybody want to be claimed Judah. Everybody want to be Judah. But somebody got to be Israel.
Uh-huh.
Somebody got to be Ephraim. Right?
Right.
I mean, Frank.
Do those Judas, do those guys that call themselves Judah to get the color, do they have any problem with you?
With me,
Yeah, and you're Ephraim, right? You said, yeah,
I'm Ephraim,
right. Do they have a problem with you?
but they don't know of Ephraim. They think everybody black is Judah.
But how you know he Ephraim?
By chasing lineage.
Mhm.
If you go to lineage, you can check out what approximately where you're from.
DNA
The
and
possibility that you might.
Possibility,
Right.
but you know, and then you gotta understand when we came here, we mingled with a lot of people.
oh yeah, definitely.
So
But all I'm
we
saying-
messed up.
But all I'm saying is that where is this dissension? We know there's a big dissension with the other folks.
Yeah.
But where is the big dissension between us? It don't exist.
There's no extension. The only thing they're looking at is color.
That's what I'm talking about. But it don't exist there.
It don't.
See? Bruh, you got the color. I'll help you. Eh? But here in Ezekiel, start reading that 16th verse there.
Okay.
Of Ezekiel
37.
37.
Okay. You human being, take one stick and write on it for Yehuda and those joined with him among the people of Israel. Next, take another stick, write on it for yourself, the stick of Ephraim, and all the house of Israel who are joined with him. Finally, bring them together into a single stick, so that they become one in your hand.
There you go. God wants the whole tribe of Israel to be united.
Mm-hmm.
And he says it's going to come a time when that will take place. I see a big dissension, see, that has to be taken care of. I don't see that among Hebrew Israelites. And he chooses the pathway he wants to go. Yosef had to stay in prison 2 years longer than what he thought was. That was God's choosing.
Mm-hmm.
If he had his own way, he'd have got out. Really, if he had his own way, he would never ended it. Because I'm in here because I was trying to hold up your word. See? So things don't always go our way. Trials don't always go, but they come to test us to see what kind of person you are. And that's the point I want to see. I'm not upset and I'm not mad at them that call themselves Jews and call them out there and I'd be glad when they get from over there and everything there. And we got black Hebrew Israelites over there. We got Israel. When I went over to the homeland, hey, I was glad to see them walk the guns on them and all. Hey, what about you, brother? How'd you feel? I didn't feel bad. I didn't feel uneasy about it. I was glad to have them now. We gotta wake up and stop with just foolishness and all that.
Mm-hmm.
God said He gonna take those 2 sticks and He gonna make 1 stick out of them. Just as He finally united the whole house of Israel that was separated, God intended for the whole house of Israel to be 1 stick. And who's gonna bring it about?
Yeah.
Y'all gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm saying, now you can't be it and all that, God say, yeah, I'm ready. I'm winding up against him. Let's get out of that stuff. No, God have not called us. It's not part of our deal. And that's why Yosef was able to forgive. And that's why Yosef was able to do those things. Because he said, hey, y'all sent me down there to do this here part. And in order for me to do this here, I can't have this attitude there. I can't have that. And in order for me to do that, you got to have a change of heart too. And he saw that they had had a change of heart. And so it all worked out. And the last part that he said that then those two sticks are going to become what?
One. And anything.
And what you going to do about it? If God done blended them in there, and they look over there, there's some different colors. How you gonna feel then?
God's will be done.
If I ain't gonna have nothing to do with it, but guess what? You'll be out. Dear folks, we don't know what kind of setup God doing those things here. Let's have this here. In closing for today, hatred and envy destroys a family. On any pretext of family that you have, that is destruction. But love can rebuild it if we have a change of heart. Yosef did not feel safe, even though he was a mighty power. He didn't feel safe to reveal himself until he had was thoroughly convinced that his brothers had changed their heart. And what change of heart was that? They was more concerned about their father's feeling than they was about theirs.
Right.
You get that?
Yeah.
And when I talk to people, when I deal with folks, and when I find that those people I'm dealing with and all that, is more concerned about the father's feelings than theirs, then I know what heart you got. You can tell me all kind of words and everything, but let's check ourselves. Let's test ourselves and see. Therefore, Yah's choice will always win out. Might not who you like, might not know how, hey, but it's his choice. And if he chooses Kasara Jews to fulfill that part and to do those things there, hey, it's going to win out. And certainly looks like he's in their favor for a long time. And he said, I'm going to plant them on the hill, and nobody's going to be able to root them out. 77 years.
That's right.
They still there.
Yeah.
And there have been people saying that they ain't gonna be there long, and they ain't gonna they're gonna get out of there and those things there and all that, but they still there.
That's right.
See?
Amos said, and they could never do.
That's it. That's what Amos said.
That's what Amos said.
He said, all right. So let us be in the plan with God. God's plan is to reunite all Israel, all 12 tribes. And that's what I'm about. This closes out our service for today. And trust that Yah will bless you and keep you on that end. Let my right hand hear the cutting. But I remember thee. Let my tongue cleave to the roof of my mouth. If I prefer not Yerushalayim above my chief joy. Psalm 137, verses 5 and 6. Shalom, shalom for now, and we hope, if God will, we'll see you next Shabbat. All right. Now turn the service over the hands of the Shemaz to close out the service for the